Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Ultra Squad, and today we're back at it again with issei what if. Now, I'm doing this what if. You guys have been asking for it. You guys have been dying to do this what if. As you can see here, what if issei was from a forgotten clan? Now, if you guys are wondering, like, oh, a clan, what clan is this gonna be? Like, this is gonna be the Hiroyuki clan, as it's actually like a well-known clan back in the days, but now it's actually forgotten. But heck, anyway, I'm just gonna start the video. I know you guys have been dying for this one, but yeah, let's start the intro. Now, where are we actually gonna start? Now, this actually takes part in where Issei actually goes to crash Rise's wedding. Now, this is going to be similar to what if Issei has frost, but not really. So yeah. So Issei actually just goes to the party. He crashes originally inside anime. And right there, he goes right there, shouts out that Ray's virginity is actually mine, or something like that. As Rise was actually pissed. Who is this peasant? As Issei goes to introduce himself. My name is Issei Hiro, and I challenge you. Wait! A mysterious voice actually shouts out. Everybody's just looking around. Huh? Who said that? As right there, this person actually jumps down from the ceiling. As right there, this person has blonde hair. As he also has he has black hair and let's just say orange eyes, whatever. As he goes right there, says like, I acclaim right there, raise Grimmy for myself. And this person is this is actually my own person I'm gonna create. This person actually called Kyler. No, sorry, not Kyler. Kyler was actually in my other one. His name is called Sky. Sky. This is actually Sky. As right there, he's one of Reyes's and Sona's childhood best friend. And Reyes, when she actually sees him, she says like, Sky? As Issa said like, whoever you are, I have no business for you. I came right there to save Reyes. Or president or whatever. As right there, Sky just says like, none of you right there are actually worthy of her. Riser, I think this is better if you actually end this charade. Reyes belongs to me. As right there, Riser says like, Sky, what are you doing here? Now Sky is actually pretty well, trained. He actually has like a dangerous demonic magic that can actually it's needy, not on a level on destruction power like Reyes and so on family, but he has a dangerous demonic power. And right there, Reyes says like, Sky, what are you doing here? What? As she just lost some words. As Sky says like, yeah, I'm back. Last time we saw each other was actually when I was actually going on a trip, my training trip. Sorry it took so long, but seeing that you look like you've been busy, as Issa says like, stop ignoring me, pal. I don't have time for you. I came right there to fight Riser. And right there, Riser said like, yes, indeed, I actually right there would like to know why you interrupting this Sky. And Sky and Riser, they are actually kind of friends. They were actually kind of friends. As Sky just said like, Riser, just trust me. And he goes and no, he doesn't whisper something. He goes and says like, Riser, okay, let's settle this manually. Three of us will fight. Whoever wins, right there, gets to have Reyes. And right there, Ethan says like, I don't have time for you. You're not actually on my list. You're probably weak. As Sky just says like, who is this amateur? Is he a pawn, Reyes? As most of the people there, that's just laughing and say like, really? Is this Reyes Grimmy's pawn? As they all started to chuckle. Apart from Akano and Yumi. Now, Yumi is actually going to be female Kiba in this one. So yeah, not to confuse everybody with, like keybands on. So yeah. Also, Ozzy is there at the party. So that gave me the heads up. As Sir Victor comes in, I said like, now this is actually getting interesting. I approve. Red Dragon Emperor versus Rise of Phoenix. Also versus Sky Claim, whatever. As right there, they said like, do you wish to fight each other? And they actually, two of them disagreed. And right there, they actually sent them inside the fighting arena. And with that, the countdown just stops. 3, 2, 1, fight. And with that, Issei just goes and rushes in. He rushes in towards Ryza for making Reyes cry. He said like, I'm gonna defeat you, Ryza. And he goes full speed. As Ryza goes right there charging towards Issei. As Sky just looks, he goes and peers right there in front of Issei. He goes right there and knees him right there inside the stomach. As Issei just goes and coughs out like saliva. As Sky just says like, that it? And he goes to peers right there behind Ryza. It's like, behind you. And he goes and kicks Ryza to one wall. As Issei gets up, he says like, damn it. You're getting in the way. He goes right there, rushes in. As right there, he goes and invokes his balance breaker. This actually kind of surprised Reyes in some way, but not really. As he goes in towards like Sky. And Sky just actually puts his hands up, and he just shot like a demonic ball attack or whatever, dark energy ball. As Issei goes and dodges it, as the energy ball hits the ground, completely exploding, just leaving right there, just like black flames behind it, as also with red or whatever. As Issei just looks like, holy shit, that thing actually hit me, I would have been done. And he goes and looks, he said, as he talks to Dreg, do you think we actually have a chance to defeat him? As Dreg said like, I don't know, partner, but right there, you kind of run out of time. You better hurry up and make this quick. Issei said like, you got it. And he goes and rushes in right there towards Sky. As he goes right there, try to land right there a blow, but Sky just keeps on dodging. Issei throws a kick, but the Sky, just catches it. As he goes right there and slams Issei to the ground over and over again. And right there, he said like, is this the pathetic Red Dragon Emperor? This is actually hilarious. And he goes right there, slams Issei to the ground, kicking him right there inside the head. Ryza gets up and he goes right there, shoots like a phoenix ball attack towards Sky and Issei. Sky just dodges it, the Issei right there also dodges it, but barely. He also got burnt, but with his armor on, he's actually alright. And Issei just goes and flies in towards Ryza, grabs him by the face and punches him to the ground. As right there, Sky actually just appears right there besides right there Ryza, kicking him up into the air, with Issei just slams him to the ground. Again, as right there, Issei says like, you're really annoying, you know. And he actually just goes in full speed, trying to hit like Sky. The Sky just literally catches Issei's punch. And right there, he actually twisted his arm, breaking it. And Issei just cries out in pain. And he said like, shit, this hurts. And Drake said, hold on, partner. And right there, not Kyla, Jesus Christ. I'm getting so confused with Kyla. Sky. As Sky just fully on just shoots like a wave of like demonic magic, hitting Issei. As Issei right there is actually badly wounded. And he said like, yeah, the cross. And right there he goes right there trying to hit Sky with the cross. As Sky literally sees this, he can sense like holy magic inside his hand. And fully on he goes and makes Issei actually trip over. As right there he goes and grabs his hands. He sees like a cross. He's like, a cross, huh? That was actually kind of cowardly, huh? Trying to actually use holy magic on me. But aren't you not a devil? And right there Kyla and Sky just actually pops on and he says like, wait, you actually sacrificed your arm. Oh my god, you really are an idiot, aren't you? And right there Issei said like, so what if I sacrifice an arm? And Sky G's just said like, well, you're actually right there, fully on weak, pathetic. He goes like and punches Issei into the face, and right there he goes and throws him up into the air. And right there he goes and let Issei fall to the ground. He said like, you are really are pathetic. And he goes and walks towards Riser. Riser gets back up. He said like, even though we are friends, I'm not gonna lose to you. Right there, Sky just said like, neither would I. Let's see how well we actually got it strong, Riser. As Sky and Riser fight for about like 3 minutes. As Issei gets up, he's like his what balance breaker is already wears off. Like the time limit is already off. As he said like, shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh right, I got it, my dragon shot. As Issei goes to charge up a dragon shot it towards right there Riser. It hits him, fully on just removing his arm. He says like, bullseye. And right there he goes to charge up like another one. Which right there, Sky just appears right there in front of him. As he goes and grabs him by the neck. He says like, you really are annoying. Trying to actually just slam into the ground, but Issei just won't let him. As he goes right there, using his boosted gears, punches him inside the face. As right there, he sees like nothing happened. He says like, what the? And everybody was surprised. This power that like Sky possessed. Sky is actually pretty well known inside the underworld. So yeah. As Riz couldn't help but blush at Sky. He's so like strong. And she's not even paying attention to Issei. She's just watching how Sky just beats up right there Issei nearly to a bloody pulp. As Akino was there watching like in kinda like horror, also Yumi. As they were actually kinda worried for Issei. As right there, Sky just goes and fully on said like, it's time to end this. As right there he goes and knocks Issei to the ground, making him go right there unconscious. And he looks towards Riser. Two of them fight again. As right there, Sky just wins. As the announcer just wins that Skylar and Crane is actually the winner of the match. As you know, like they actually go back to the normal place, not the arena. As Issei just falls to the ground, already hurt. As he's like, damn it, I lost. As right there, everybody's just cheering on for Sky. As Riser said like, you won fair and square. This time not Kyle. Riser is actually not afraid of dragons since Issei didn't defeat him. As right there Issei said, God damn it. As right there Rias actually just walks up right there. She just walking towards Issei. Like Issei actually thinks that like, oh, she's probably gonna congratulate me right there because I actually, like tried to save her life and so on. As she gets closer and closer, like Issei just stands up, has like a smile on his face, like a small smile, as she completely walks past him, just leaving Issei there in shock. As she goes right there, runs towards right there Sky, and she goes and hugs him. He says, Sky, you did it, you saved me, thank you. As Sky said like, anything for you, Rias. As right there, Sona goes up, walks to Sky, as she said like, Sky, it's been a long time. We actually really must catch up. As right there, Sky just said like, you too, Sona. You actually looking more dashier than ever. As he just gives a wink, just making Sona blush. We're also Tabaki. As Issei's just there, just shocked. She's just looking like, huh? Rias? As she just goes there, and she sees how Rias actually just kissed Sky on the lips. As Issei just fully on the heart broken, he feels something broken. As he says like, what? As Drake just said like, congratulations partner. At least right there, Yaki managed to even like achieve your balance breaker to some extent. As Issa said like, oh, thanks Drake. It was actually kind of cool, the power. It's just that I lost. As Drake just said, like, a loss is something you should not be ashamed of. And he said, like, I know, but yes. As Akano and Akano and Yuma, sorry, one sec, I just need to check something. Sorry about that, guys. It's not you. It's Yumi. Sorry, I actually nearly got confused. It's Yumi. As Akano just goes up and says, like, congratulations, Issei. Even though you did lose, but you still tried. As Yumi just says, just congratulates Issei as well. As Issei just goes and says, like, thanks, and so on. A few minutes pass. As Issei is outside, he sees like a griffin. As this griffin, Reyes and Sky is actually on it. As with that, two of them actually take off to the sky. As Issei just watching, like, Reyes doesn't say anything towards him since he came here. Not even once. As right, she didn't even say thank you. As she can see like Reyes and Sky just hugging together. As at one point he actually saw them actually kissing. He doesn't know how, but he just saw them kiss. As Issei is just like, okay. As we do a time skip, Issei actually goes home. He doesn't live with his parents. Issei's parents died when he was actually like little. He lived with his aunt. Now Issei and his aunt, they have a great relationship with each other. They are actually just like fun and loving. Issei right there sees her as a mother, as he doesn't call her mother. It's just that he doesn't want to ruin their relationship that they actually have. He doesn't want to think that, you know, like she's replacing him or something like that. So yeah, he sees. So yeah, as when Issei actually gets home, he actually just walks up right there the stairs, and he goes right there live on his bed. As he says, like, damn, I can't believe it. I lost. As really, he can't get the image out of his head that Reyes actually goes up and kisses him. She didn't even congratulate him or even like comfort him or anything. As you see, just looks at you know, like his room. He's like, God damn it. Why am I feeling like this? As let's just say, like, we'll do a time skip to about the next day. As Issei is actually just waking up right now. He's actually just so stressed out what happened yesterday. As he goes downstairs, he sees his aunt. Now his aunt actually works overseas from time to time, so she's actually not really actually here most of the time inside the house. So it's mostly just Issei. He knows how to cook by himself. As his aunt's name is actually called May, and Aunt May, whatever you guys want to call it. As he sees his aunt, he says, like, Aunt May, good morning. After that, she goes and looks at Issei, says, like, good morning, Issei, how are you? And Issei says, like, thanks, you actually look tired, what happened? After that, May just says, like, oh, sorry, it's just inside the office, paperwork and so on, you know how it is. As Issei just goes and sits down, he said, like, you really do like your job, don't you? And right there, she just replies, like, of course I do, it's more interesting. And I'm actually kind of seeing someone. And she just whispered that, as Issei said, like, what was that? And she said, like, oh, nothing. As Issei goes and has his breakfast, and as he goes to school, he's walking, he can't get that thing out of his head, what happened yesterday. As Issei just decided right there to, you know, like, a distraction in school will be the best option. As he goes to school, he goes to the Cultural Research Club. As he walks in, no, he doesn't go to the club room. No, he just gone to the school entrance. And while he's actually walking, somebody actually just called his name. As right there is none other than Akano. As she goes right there, jumps on Issei's back. As Issei says like, "Oh, Akano, you scared me." As right there, Akano says like, "Sorry, I just wanted to do that." As Yumi also just comes in and says like, "Good morning, Issei, Akano." As right there, Akano says like, "Good morning, Yumi. How are you?" "It's good." "Issei, you alright?" Yumi said. As right there, Issei said like, "Yeah, I'm all good. I think I might have to head into class. Akano, do you mind getting off me?" As Akano just said like, "I want you to carry me to my class." As Issei actually just sighs. He said like, "Fine." He carries Akano to class. People just looking at him with jealousy and hate in his eyes. As they get to Akano's class, Issei just drops her there. She just goes off. As Issei actually gets to his class, he's sitting in his seat. As he just not focusing on what's happening in class. As everybody was just talking about the new student who was actually really hot and so on. As like it was just something that Issei actually didn't want to hear right now. As they all said like, "Yo, he's actually in the second year, second like 2A or something." As right there, it was already lunch. Issei decided right there like to go to the club. Like his hand is actually hurting. He sacrificed his arm, remember guys, so he can't maintain it for very long before his dragon arm starts showing. So yeah, as right there, he actually gets to the club. As he sees Akano there, as and also with the other club members. Now, Asia, she doesn't live with Issei. She lives by herself. Reason why, cause I wanted to, but she will. I'm not gonna say anything. What happens next? As Issa goes, I said like, Akano, I think my hand is actually kind of hurting since I sacrificed my arm. As Akano said like, oh, sure thing. As she just starting to heal Issei's arm, with you know like Asa started helping. As a few minutes pass until like none other than this person walks through the door. It's none other than Sky. And Issa just growls, it's like, huh. As Renee Issa just goes and says like, wait, what are you doing here? As Renee Sky just says like, calm down, you pitiful dog. I'm just here because I'm actually transferred here. I'm right now I'm at the Konohon Academy. 2A. As I'm now right there officially right there with Grimmery Rook. And right there, he says like, what? As Rhea just goes right there, kisses him on the lips. As she says like, thank you, Sky. As Issa just gets like so what jealous. As right there, Sky just looks at him, he says like, huh, mind what you're doing, dog. And he just gets mad and says like, who you calling a dog? And right there, he goes right there as he goes and grabs Sky by the collar. And he says like, listen, pal, you don't want to mess with me. As he's actually caught off with this race, actually just pushing him away. So like, Issei, knock it off right now. As Issei like, president? As Sky says like, do whatever you want, dog. As Issei just gets so mad. As his arm is already healed, and he decided right there to actually leave the place. As Sky just said like, huh, I actually want to make his life hell. As Issei is actually like walking inside the forest. As he was just so pissed right now. He's so pissed. As he didn't see where he was actually going until he walked into a tree. So like, damn it, my head. As he said like he looks around and he said like, damn, I actually didn't know the school was actually this big. As he goes deep into the forest until right there he actually finds something that actually strikes him with this awe and also with curious. Right there, Issa actually found an observatory. And right there, Issa said like, wait, is that an observatory? As No, sorry, not an observatory. One sec. Sorry about that, guys. I meant to say like an astronomy building, and so you're on with that big house with a telescope. As Ethan just walks, it's actually pretty old. As Ethan just looks, goes inside it. As he goes inside it, the place is just like dull and so you're on. As he's just walking around, he's like, "Yo, this place is actually kind of creepy, but cool." As he thinks, and no, he looks around. He looks outside right at the building, and he sees it's actually pretty far from the Coach Reacher Club. Not that far, but pretty far. As right at the bell started to ring, Ethan decided right there, heck, it was actually time for him to actually to go back to class. As he actually just goes back, the day ends normally. As Ethan's just walking home right now, he makes it home. As there's actually a note on the table that she's gone to work, be coming home inside the morning. Ethan just smiles, so like, well, at least she actually made dinner. And he goes and opens up the fridge, just dinner there. Ethan goes, puts inside the microwave, warms it. He goes, gets changed. As after when he's finished changing, he just goes and eats and goes up into his room and starts doing his homework. Now, Issei's room is actually seeing that it's actually not same inside the anime. It's more like, how should I say? I'll show you. I'll show you. Yeah, this is how Issei's room looks like. It's pretty much like this. Yeah. So yeah, that was Issei's room. The he's just there. He's actually just like just laying in his chair, just fooling around. The Issei just said like, "Oh my god, what that guy? It's really just pissing me off now." Honestly, he just slams his hands on top of the table as one book just falls out. As Issei said like, "Oh shit." As he goes and picks up this book, he said like, "Huh." Never heard about this for a long time. After that, he opens the book and he just starts reading. Drake disappears. He says like, "Oh no, your reading is the end of the world." As he says like, "Ha ha, very funny, Drake." As right there, and Drake said like, "It was actually surprising right there, me seeing you read of all people. You read." Ethan said like, "Well, I had to get my mind off something. I've actually read this book in a long time. My grandpa actually gave it to me." The director asks, "What's the book about?" As Ethan said like, "Oh, it's a book about right there like, well, actually my grandpa actually wrote this book personally to me. So yeah, it's not like it was just a gift. As this book is actually called the Yuki Clan." And when Issei said that word, Drake said nothing. And then Issei goes on to explain that he actually loved the story when he was actually a kid, as his grandpa always told him right there about dragons, and they used to be part of a clan that they actually loved dragons and so on. Like the Yuki clan, they respected dragons a whole lot, and they were actually known for their actually forbidden magic and so on, skilled in sword and hand to hand combat. That's pretty much the basic that you actually need to know. They were actually the best, the most powerful people in the whole supernatural world. They're actually already extinct, just like about like a few years left, but I'm not gonna go into details. As Issa said, like, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, he goes and pulls out into a drawer and he sees like what, one box. And he says like, he also gave me this key before he even passed away. As I'll show you the key, guys. Yeah, sorry guys, it was basically this. His grandpa actually gave me this key. It's the black one. It's the black one. The other one, that white one, you're gonna see who that belongs to. You know what? Why not? This key is actually gonna belong to Irene. So yeah, the black one actually belongs to Issei. As yeah, As Issei just pulls out the key, he just shows it, and Drake is just literally just shocked. As Drake just says like, partner, listen to me and listen carefully, okay? Now Issei is actually put off guard. He says like, Drake, what's wrong? As right there, Drake just goes and says like, Issei, that book that your grandpa gave to you and the stories, do you believe it? Issei just goes and says like, not really, but it's kind of interesting. As Drake just says like, well, let me tell you something, partner. That thing inside all that book is real. No joke. And that key, Issei, let me tell you something. Everybody would die just to have that key that you have right now. They would literally right there go to so much extent just to actually have it in their palms. Literally. As he said, like, what's so special about this key? Like, I know it looks cool and so your arm, but as director says, like, listen, Issei, don't tell anyone about this. Right there, don't even tell even Rias. As right there, Issei, at this point, he actually grew off about Rias. Like, he kind of doesn't have any love feelings for her right now. He thinks of her as a president and so on. As Issa said, like, sure, I won't tell anyone. As Greta goes on, he says, like, good. Now let me tell you something about your clan. I never expected you to be actually part of the Hideyuki clan. And Greta goes on to explain about the clan. He was also part of it. They were like the clan. They're like not really a clan. It was actually like a realm. It's the Starshin realm. As if you guys actually saw inside the thumbnail, I'll put it up right. If you guys see behind the thumbnail, behind Issei and Irene and the crest logo and so on, that is the place. That is Starshin realm. It's a realm. It was so beautiful. It's a beautiful realm. It's much bigger than heaven and the underworld there. Like, listen, guys, there's no survivors there. Like, there's no survivors. I'm not gonna go into the detail and the history just yet. So, it literally just no survivors. Apart from Issei from now. As, like, Issei was actually just stunned. He was actually, like, amazed. He is part of a clan? A most powerful clan? Like, dude, like, he starts right there taking deep breaths. So, like, okay. So, you're saying that the key to actually unlock a door for me to actually to go to this realm. I just have to find it. I read the director said like it was either glow, or you have to follow the key, or you could just easily just teleport. But knowing you don't know how to teleport, and you have not seen the place, so it's actually literally impossible. So your best option to go to right there was number one. Asa said like fine, true, as he goes right there live to bed and fast asleep. Fast forward next day, it's actually a weekend, as Issei is actually now like he got up as he got a missed call from his actually aunt, as Ego said that she's actually might be staying at work a little bit more later than ever, as Issei just smiles and texts her back and he's saying like, sure thing, I'll make dinner when I actually can. As with that, he goes and puts his phone away and he decided to go for a walk. Now, Issei is actually walking. He's just enjoying like a nice day of walk. He's not going anywhere. Um, he's just walking. He has a key, like the key wrapped around his neck. He just wanted to keep it safe next to him. So yeah, as he's just walking until he actually kept on thinking, had a flashback. No, yeah, he just had a flashback as to what his grandfather said. As right there, he goes and tells Issei about like Issei, please, before I actually go, take this. And he goes and hands him the keys. And he says like, what is it, Grandpa? Is that a key? And right there, he says like, yes, I bring you right there a special key. The one right there that you should never actually lose, okay? As he just said like, okay, I won't lose it. And right there, his grandpa said, like, promise? Yeah, I promise. As end of flashback. Ethan said, like, dude, whatever this key is actually really special if my grandpa actually had it. Damn. As he keeps on walking to right there, he's actually far away from the school. Like about like what? 5 hours away from school. From his original place, so yeah. As he made it to like one abandoned library. Well, no, it's not really abandoned. It's still up there. It's just that nobody goes inside it. And it's just that it's so old. You're how should I say it? Um, it's still running. It's still open. It's just that nobody's there right now. Like nobody goes into it. It's just basically just that. As Ethan's just right there, so like that's actually one kind of weird library. And right there, he's like Ethan starts getting pulled right there. He says like, what's going on? Something's pulling me. And right there, he is actually coming from his chest. It's actually a key. He's like, wait, the key? As Drake just says like, partner, this could be it. Right there, don't fight it. Just follow where that key wants you to follow. And right there, Ethan says like, fine, if it stops pushing me. As the key leaves Issei inside the library. As it goes right there, pulls Issei like around the library. It starts glowing. Issei just removes the keys out of him as he starts holding it kind of like a torch. As the key is actually pulling Issei right there. He's like, okay, I'm coming. As Issei just goes as he found a how should I say a door. As he goes like and opens it, he said it leads to actually more books. As he says like more books, great. As he see like he started being pulled even more. As he goes in towards it, the door to the locks behind him, well, the closed behind him, until Issei is actually face to face with a wall full of books. He says like great, this was a boss kill. As the key actually just starting to pull Issei's hand. As no, it was not the key. One book started to glow. It started to glow blue. As Issei says like, what's that? As Issei goes and pulls the book, and with that a secret door just opens. He says like, holy shit. As right there, it's just a door right in front of him. As Issei just goes and says like, it's locked. As the key just starts glowing so bright at the door. You should say like, could this be? Drake is actually just excited. Open it, partner. He's actually so excited. As with that, Issei just goes and uses the key, opens the door. Right there, it's just a blinding white light. And with that, Issei actually sees something that actually makes him shocked. He sees like he's in a different place. As he sees like what you guys see inside the thumbnail right there behind Irene and so on. That's basically that. Let me show you. Yeah, guys, he basically sees this. This is Starship Realm. It's the most beautiful place of all and the most powerful place of all. As he says like, this is so beautiful. As Issei is lost from words. He dragged us as like, never in my life have I actually seen this. It's still beautiful as it was. As guys, I actually think I might end it here. I know it was actually kind of a little bit short. I'm not trying to make it long. Issei will be like, he will kind of be overpowered. If you guys have seen this on my community tab, I did post that Issei will be kind of overpowered. If you guys actually seen like the animation Combat Gods and True Power, he's going to be on that level. Issei is going to be on that level. And not only that, he will have a harem. And I only put 5 girls up on that one because those are the main people inside the harem. He will have more people. It's just that those are the 5 girls. Irene is going to be the first one. Second is actually going to be Akano. Third is actually going to be Yumi. And fourth is going to be Rose White Rice. Or no, wait, did I say? You know, her name is actually called Irina. Sorry. So yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry this thing it was actually long for you guys. Let me just go back to yeah. That's basically it. I am just sorry about that. Yeah. Just yeah. Yeah. With that, I'm truly sorry about this. I actually might be yeah. I'm gonna actually be recording the next part of this. You guys have actually really actually want this. What if? So I'm gonna give it to you. I know this part wasn't actually really that much of like a boom, but I promise you guys in the next one I will make it much more interesting than ever, guys. I will make it much more interesting. Issei will be starting to train. He will be starting to look like this inside the thumbnail right here. As with that, I will actually wish you guys actually goodbye, and I might see you guys inside the next one. Peace.